It is time for the first sprint of the season. Welcome to Baku, where we have 17 laps of flat-out racing ahead of us, with 8 points available for the winner, and a venue which mixes old and new, flat-out and technical, like nowhere else on the calendar. It is going to be a thrilling opening lap. It always is here. It is under 4 minutes away before we get to the first sprint of the year. Around this layout of the Baku city circuit, it is 6 kilometers, 3.7 miles, and it's 17 laps, around 100 kilometers ahead of the drivers. Around the 20 turns that take in the 8th century walls, the 8th century tower, and all the way back with one of the longest runs of the year. Cold tyres, cold brakes, it can make for an unpredictable start, and the drivers will know that they've got to make use of it. Here then is the grid, starting with the pit lane. Esteban Ocon's car taken out of parc fermé conditions. Esteban Ocon from the pit lane, Nick de Vries from 18th. Pierre Gasly had a problem with the exhaust and couldn't run again in the shootout. And it's Yuki Tsunoda, the big shot of SQ1. He is next to Valtteri Bottas. And it's Zhou Guanyu in 14th next to Kevin Magnussen, who scored points 3 times in sprint races last year. Nico Hülkenberg is 12th next to Oscar Piastri. In a way, McLaren got the wrong car into the final part of qualifying. Lando Norris couldn't run, had no fresh soft tyres. Lance Stroll was 9th. He had an issue with the DRS, as did Fernando Alonso. So they're racing with one hand behind their back. Alex Albon, really strong lap from him in 7th. Lewis Hamilton is 6th on the grid next to Carlos Sainz, who lines up 5th. George Russell, our most recent sprint race winner, goes from 4th. And then it's exactly the same top 3 as the Grand Prix grid from last year. Verstappen from 3rd, Perez on the front row, and Charles Leclerc. 5 red lights in Azerbaijan, and Formula One is sprinting away in Baku. That's George Russell to the inside and Max Verstappen. That is so close to contact, and somehow they kept it out of the wall.
This is the replay of turn 2 then, and the little tap that sent Max towards the wall, but not into it.
So yellow flag in the second part of the racetrack. Oh, and there's a tyre carcass. It's the Alpha Tauri at the back of the field of Yuki Tsunoda, who's having a torrid day. Whoa!
Has he had a car failure there? That's a flat-out corner that he's just understeered clean into the wall.
Full safety car is now deployed. That's a flat-out section. They need to put marshals on the circuit.
Okay, Max, we have picked up some floor damage. Just waiting for the balance shift.
How?
How do you think?
Did he really drive into the side of... I don't understand how he can keep the position and he's damaging my car. It's find it ridiculous.
And you can see he builds his speed up and immediately tries to break the toe. Perez is going to go with him. That's the move that we're going to get into turn number 1. Won't be the only one. And Sainz gets past Hamilton as well.
Lovely job, Max. Without contact as well. Nicely done.
One Red Bull is chasing, the second one is behind. Perez is going to have a great opportunity. Charles Leclerc's checking the mirrors, but there's nothing he can do, and Perez roars past. This is Oscar Piastri disappearing back, and Piastri with the run, with the momentum, with the pass. Whoa, that was a late lunge and a half from Lance Stroll. This is going to be Hülkenberg losing a position to Zhou Guanyu. The Alfa Romeo driver fights his way through to 12th position. Move in the background, out of the slipstream for Nick de Vries. Another brilliant result in Baku. Sergio Perez wins the sprint and takes the checkered flag for Red Bull.
Yeah, fair whack actually there. Looked like very small contact.
It looked like really small contact initially.
Yeah. Mate, we all have no grip. You all need to leave a little bit of space.
Yeah, what's your point?
Yeah, sure. But expect the next time the same, you know?
Let's confirm the order then for the first sprint of the season, which saw Sergio Perez take his first sprint win. Charles Leclerc 7 points for 2nd position, and Max Verstappen in 3rd place.
Yeah, I'm really happy, very pleased for the whole team. They've done a tremendous job. It's not easy, this format, you know, it puts a lot of pressure on drivers, mechanics, engineers. So to be able to come away with the maximum points, it's a good start, but we cannot forget that tomorrow is the day that really matters.
Well, it's good to finish a race without any problems. On the other hand, yeah, I mean, 2nd place is a bit disappointing. I wanted to go for the win, but at the same time, I think, knew that it was going to be extremely difficult considering the pace of the Red Bull, and they've shown it again. So we'll see what's possible tomorrow. Second was the best we could do today, and now we just need to work and try really to do a step as quickly as possible in the race, because that's where we are lacking and that's where we are scoring points.
Just a bit unfortunate, of course, with the first lap. I mean, my start wasn't amazing, but yeah, we were still in P3 going into turn 2. I thought I left enough space on the inside, otherwise, of course, the car is in the wall. And then suddenly I just get tapped just on the moment where you want to go on throttle. And then at the time, of course, I didn't know how much damage I had, but then I jumped out of the car and I saw the side pod had a hole in it, which is I think, quite a critical area of the car. So yeah, it's not ideal, but I think at the end of the day, yeah, we still managed to be in P3, which I think was fine.